Good morning, all of you. So, welcome back to DevOps sessions. Let me share my screen now. Uh, okay. Okay, guys. So, am I audible, guys? Anyone, please confirm, first of all. Yeah. Good morning. Yes, I will try to finish the sessions this weekend. Till I think Saturday is my last class. If we will not done, we'll continue Monday, Tuesday also. That is completely depends on the content. I'm not sure. Okay, so Python Boto 3. First, we need to understand many times you are creating EC2s, Python Boto 3 on my laptop. So on my laptop means approach is from local to AWS. Okay. Same Python Boto 3 on Python. On EC2. Python Boto 3 on Lambda. Okay. See guys, yesterday we have already done, right? This process. We have created one service also by using thing. What is approach? For example, first we need to install Python or PyCharm. Okay. Next, need to add Boto 3. Next, write a code. Before that, so create IAM user and configure the keys. Keys means access key. Access key ID, secret access key ID. Is this clear, everyone? These keys will come from IAM user only. So IAM user, while creating IAM user, we have to provide the permissions. For example, my requirement is to create RDS. So we need to create a user. Whatever user is there, you have to add RDS permission only. If you can give full access, this user is able to create. From the local, we are able to create every service that is controlled by IAM user. The access key secret key, if you are generating from root account, everything is able to do it. What I'm trying to say here. Okay. So if you can see here, if I take, okay, if I take access key secret key from the here, this is root account, we can able to do anything. If it is a user, IAM user, whatever permissions are there for the IAM user, only able to create the services. That is clear, right? Now, yesterday also we have seen same thing in the Python Boto 3 Lambda, right? So now I'm going to explain in the Python Boto 3 and EC2. I don't have, so what the prerequisite is required to do this practice? For example, let me show something. Yesterday we have created this EC2, right? From here, I ran this script, we able to run this instance from my local laptop. This is clear. I'm using internet and accessing keys, secret key, I'm running this. Same script I ran in AWS Lambda. Now I'm going to run the one more approach, the same script I'm going to run in EC2 instance. You need to understand the differences. So let me create one instance. launch instance. Let me go to US East one. Okay. So Python Boto 3. So Amazon Linux I'm taking 23 or 22, whatever it can take it. T2 micro. Key pair I'm going to create. I'm using default all defaults, enable existing group also I'm using default. So I'm going to create a launch instance. Okay. So my instance is now pending state. Okay, my instance is running, right? Sorry, connect, connect. Okay, connected, right? So I'm going to give update. Sudo su hyphen. So m update hyphen y. Okay, clear. So guys, you tell me, I want to run this script in this EC2 instance. What I need to do first? Tell me, what is the approach? Where should I copy this script? Where should I copy this script? Okay, permission to EC2, that's okay. I will talk about. Where should I copy this script? Hmm? User data na. Yes. Create some file dot py. So ec2.py. This is ec2.script, right? How to create a file now? vi ec2.py, right? So paste it here. Okay. To run this Python code, we have a command like Python 3 ec2.py, like Terraform apply. So like that Python 3 ec2.py. If it is a Python version 3, otherwise Python ec2.py also it will work. What is the issue? No module named Boto 3. So EC2, no module named Boto 3. There is no Boto 3. Clear? So what I need to do? In what we did in this case, we have installed Boto 3, right? How? Go to file, settings, interrupter plus Boto 3 install. Then how you can do in the EC2 instance? M install Boto 3 will work. So there is no command. Okay. Command is wrong anyway. No package available Boto 3. So we have to use wget. So before that, I need to install Python also. Let me check Python version also. Okay, by default Python they are giving. for EC2 instance. Okay, luckily. Otherwise, we need to install Python. So anyway, I have a just steps how to install the process and everything. So this is the process you need to follow. These many steps you need to follow. To install. Okay. The first command is m update already done, m install already there. Anyway, just for I'm giving, copy it. Already there. Okay. Next step is what? We need to install pip. Why? So guys, in Python, if you want to install anything, like in EC2 m install something, right? In the Python, pip install. Pip install Boto3. Pip install something. Pip install pandas. So pip is a to install something is a helping like a Python. Like how m we have. If you want to install m install Python, right? Like that in the Python, we have to use the pip command to install anything. So to install anything, we need to install first pip, right? There is no pip directly. We need to configure pip. Then pip is configured, then we can use pip install Boto3. Same thing. If m is not working, first you need to configure m. Then m install Python. Like that. So first command is to download pip. Why? We need to install in the Linux, the Python terminal by using pip to install anything. For that, first we need pip, right? Okay, done. Next command is what? So downloaded, we are going to install that. Paste it. Next, pip install Boto3 now. So pip is configured right now. So then we can use the pip install Boto3. Otherwise, if we give pip, there is no pip command. So we have to configure pip. Pip command not found. Okay. The minimum support Python version is 3.7. Please use the HTTP to install it. Okay, let me install this one. Is this zip file? Let me check. Okay, what I'm going to do, m install Python 3. We'll see. Package Python 3.3 already there, right? Okay, let me now go down. Let me check now. Copy. Mm, mm. Pip is not count. Something, yeah. Is there URL? The reference is right. The minimum support Python 3. Please use the HTTPS bootstrap period 50.7 to get. Okay. Copy. Notepad on notepad. The message we are getting 3.7. Okay. So let me try. Some issues coming here. I think HTTPS. Okay. We'll see any Google reference document is available. Pip install EC2. Okay. This is Ubuntu will work. Let me check mn install also same command. Python 3 pip paste. Pip is not commanding. Okay. Okay. This much of story is not required. Environment something is not required to create. Okay. Okay. So we'll try this one. I have 2.7. Amazon Linux 23, right? Yeah, yeah. So 28 it will not support 3 now. Okay, let me. So 2.7 is there only. This is Linux 2. Okay, Linux 2, we need to follow this environment process, I think. So, okay. This environment process is required. We need to create an environment. Then it will work. Not required for environment process. This is Python 3, which is not there anyway. It will not come. Python 3. Yum install. Python hyphen version. Okay, so I'll do one thing. Pip install Python 3 get I will use. Okay, done. Pip install Boto 3 now. Okay, so Python 3 will give. By default, it will taking second version. Let me change here also. Python 3, just add it. Otherwise, it will give the command is that it will come by default 2.7 version. So you can give Python 3, it will work. Let me check the versions. Okay, cool. Okay. So now if you can see Python 3 means it will work Python 3, third version. If you give by default, it will take second version. Python hyphen version 2.7. Same thing. If you give Python 3, I have installed 3.7.6. Okay. So I need to run Python 3 if you run your script. Okay. Anyway, ls. Okay. This is my script, right? ec2.py. Let me go here. ec2.py. This is my script, right? Okay, I'll let me run this script now. We'll see. Okay. So what is the command? Python 3 ec2.py. Okay, you are getting some issue. What? You must specify a region. Okay, you must specify a region. Okay, for example, if I specify a region also, I have one more challenge. What? My EC2, I'm running a Python code to create S3 bucket, right? So what I need to do now? So in the local, guys, without configure keys, will it run? Without configure access key secret key, will it run this script? I mean, your laptop is unable to communicate AWS environment. Instead of you have to configure access key secret key, then you can run in the access key secret key region will be there, permissions will be there. Then you can go and create this instance in the configured region in the access key secret key. But in this case, I haven't configured anything, right? So do I need to configure? Is this good practice to go do? Access key secret key, is it good practice? Then what I need to do? No. So what I need to do? Create a role and attach permission. Why? We are in the AWS environment. The same role will not work in this in the local system. Why? The local system is not a AWS service, right? This is just my personal laptop. So to communicate, you can configure programmatical access by using access key secret key. But my EC2 is there in AWS environment. My S3 there in AWS environment. So role will work, right? Role will work. So for that, what I need to do, guys? Go to IAM role. So create a role. Okay. EC2 to S3 connect. All the role is created, I think so. Anyway, I'm going to create a role. So what I need to select here? What I need to select? The source level. Yes, EC2. Why? My EC2 is going to communicate S3 bucket to create or whatever. My EC2 is going to communicate EC2. My EC2 is going to communicate Lambda, whatever. So I'm just going to give my EC2. So permissions required. This is role behalf of EC2. So behalf of EC2, I mean this EC2. I'm creating role for this EC2 and attached to permissions so that this EC2 will communicate that permissions. Is that clear? Okay, now what type of permissions are there? You can give administration full access for everything. Otherwise, S3 full access if it is S3 access. If it is EC2, EC2 full access. If it is a Lambda, Lambda full access. So all three selected. Next, give a role EC2 to S3 Lambda. I given 3. Okay. Now you tell me one thing. I have created a role. Then my EC2 is going to communicate S3 bucket now. Or going to communicate Lambda. Creation of role is done. We need to attach that role to EC2 instance. That's what the complete picture will run, right? This is my instance is running, right? So go to instance security, modify M role. Now this EC2 is going to communicate where? Where is my role? This is one. Update M role. Is that clear? Now my EC2 is going to communicate my services. My S3, if it is S3, if it is EC2. Is it clear? My this role I have attached to this EC2 instance. If I give same command, anyway, if it is not work, we can configure region also. You must specify a region. So go to my, what is my script? Vi ec2.py. Okay. So I'm going to give region here. We'll see will work or not. Insert region US East 1. Is that clear? So in between, is that clear? Let me check. If it will not, will be check in the Google. If it will get an error. Region is wrong. So I think go to VI. Someone is saying something. Okay. So let me check my Python Boto 3 to create EC2 instance. Many references we will get, right? So we'll see the region how we can call. Okay, okay, equal. Sorry, equal, okay? Like this we can give. Copy, come. So insert. So not region, it's a region name. Clear? Name should be same, guys. Not region is a region name. Okay, it's a region name. US East 1. Okay, region name, not region. Anyway, let me run now. Okay, I got it. So key pair is not correct. Let me go to check my key pair. Why it's taking much time? Okay, Docker. So I'm going to give Docker keeper. Okay. Insert Docker. Now save, run. Again issue. Python deprecated. So, okay, deprecated warning only. Let me go and check. Is it instance? Creating, okay? Just that's a deprecating warning only. See, I'm able to create from instance, creating one more instance. Using instance, creating instance. Same thing we can do by using CLI commands. CLI we can configure by using CLI command also we can create instance. By using Python also we can creating instance. Is this clear? We can do same practice in EC2 server, local laptop. Now, the same process I will do in my Lambda function. Go to Lambda. So what is Lambda? I will discuss now. Let me create a one function first. So creation of function. This is the process we need to create a function. So give the function name Lambda EC2. If you are creating EC2. See, we need to select runtime Python. So permission, we need to create a role first. Let me check in is there an existing role so that I'll select. Okay, Lambda body 3 role is there. I mean, I have already created before. You know how to create, right? So creation of role, now what I need to select in place of EC2. So here, if you create a role, you want to attach a role for Lambda. In this case, what I need to select? What I need to select here? Lambda, very good. Now I'm going to create source for Lambda, right? Now Lambda is going to create, not EC2 now. So that's what we can give a source as a service use case Lambda. So usually we are doing the service use cases EC2 Lambda regular. That's what they are giving commonly user service. Okay. So I have already created it as a role. So let me create this role. So this is only 3 steps, guys. Function name, runtime, role. Create it. Now this Lambda will support to run a Python code. Okay, Python code. So I will add in my GitHub number of scripts. You can just practice it. Regular scripts to create a. These are very easy scripts. There is no rocket science in that. Okay. This is sample code for Python. I have selected Python runtime. They are given some sample code for Python. So understanding from that, to run this code, body is JSON, right? Body is JSON. So I need import JSON. So if I want to access Boto 3 is required, AWS service, I need to use import Boto 3. That's it. So now I'll just remove this body. I'm going to copy paste my code. The indentation is very important, guys. Is this correct indentation? Okay, we'll see. If indentation is wrong, we can verify it. So if you can see here, region name. Oh, I forget that now. Okay, it should be in the codes. Okay, so if I deploy it, if I test it, so it will come some event. If you create a Lambda function to ready to deploy means it will create some event. This event will help to track your CloudWatch. CloudWatch will track on this name. Test event is running. For example, Python event is running. If you can anything, it will save that name of your event. The backend CloudWatch will monitor of your Lambda logs. Python 3. So if I test it now, definitely will get an error. Yeah. Boto 3 is not defined. Clear? Why? To run this script, Boto 3 is required, right? Import Boto 3. Deploy it. Is that clear? So if you can see now, okay. If I test it now, okay. So what is timeout error? Let me explain before that. Lambda maximum timeout is 15 minutes, guys. So by default configuration of Lambda is 3 seconds. So we need to change it into at least 1 minute. Save in the configurations. If you can see that error 3 seconds. Sorry, this is the code, right? I have increased to 3 seconds. If you can see the error is, what is this? Okay, let me test one more time. Now increase to 1 minute, right? It will work till 1 minute. Okay, sorry. The key test again, I did mistake. Docker. Okay, so deploy it, test it. So understand the error, guys. We can easily rectify the issues. Again, issue. You are not a authorized to perform this operation. Let me go and check my role. Whatever role I have attached, what is that role, guys? Okay. So let me go IAM roles. Okay, Lambda. This is the role I have attached, right? So go to check the permission. Is there any EC2 full access? I'm going to create EC2, right? Full access is there for S3, Lambda, but not EC2. So I'm going to attach policy for EC2 full access. Amazon EC2 full access. Add permission. Read the error carefully. Every error we can easily identify the issue. See, you are not a authorized to perform this operation. Means no authorizations. So again, test it. Null. So go to instance now. Instances. See, one more is running. So what you observe, guys, the difference now. What you observe in the difference? You ran same script in local, but in real time, we should not run in the local. We have to place that script somewhere. We have to call that. Okay. So now we ran same script in EC2, same script in Lambda. What you observe the difference? As a DevOps engineer, if you want to run the script, what is your suggestion? Lambda or EC2? Why? Serverless service. And what is the good thing here? No need to install all dependencies. That is taking care of a Lambda platform itself. Clear? If you select Lambda runtime Python, that's it. Did I install pip? Did I install Boto 3? Did I install Python? No, that is taking care of a Lambda. So platform support will give Python runtime support. And I will pay regarding the cost, the Lambda runtime I can pay. Is there any memory storing somewhere like EBS volume for EC2 instance? If you install EC2 instance, so many dependencies will come. If you use or not. Okay. If you use or not, the default size is 8 GB. But my Lambda, if you can go general configurations, I use only 128 MB. But if you can go EC2, it will come default 8 GB RAM. So depends on your requirement, guys. So the Lambda, it's a event driven. If I say event driven means it no need to run every time this script, right? Just one time job. So there is a requirement to run that script morning to evening, the number of frequents, the time run is more. At the time, Lambda will not support. Lambda will support up to 15 minutes. There is a bulk script to has to run 30 minutes continuously. Lambda will not support. So small events, driven type events, small codes, our best choice is, first choice is Lambda. So guys, I'm going to give, yes, I'm going to give here. Cost is very less Lambda compared to EC2. Dependency is very less. The reason is dependency is very less. Just I ran Lambda in. Now, if you can see my code, the execution time is the execution time. Okay, is if you can see. Okay, I need to configure logs also. Anyway, so the execution time is I think 7 seconds. So we should pay the 7 seconds bill only. Okay, 7 seconds bill only. That is a good thing in Lambda. Is that clear, everyone? So what you need to do, just this is your work. How to configure Lambda by using Jenkins. This is your work. Okay, think it. Since you have a good knowledge on CI/CD, right? How to create it, declarative or inside job or inside something. So many things we have done, right? So configure Lambda. So by using Jenkins, I need to create this script. That's it. What are the ways we have? Go through the Google. Don't watch any YouTube, please. Go through the Google. See it. We have a script, right? How to call this script. So in your case, the key name will change. AMI, if it is the same region, same AMI will come. This is the difference. Understand? For example, guys, I'm going to give a small hint. So, okay, we are creating, yeah, simple things. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, we are able to create S3 bucket is very easy. We are able to create EC2 function very easy. Now, my requirement is to create a Lambda function. Create a Lambda function by using script, Python script. So, you can go directly Boto3 document. You can fetch from the details. Otherwise, you can go directly Google, create Lambda function. So how to write a script? Create Lambda function using Boto3. Just this is my requirement. So always refer to Stack Overflow is the best website. Whatever your doubt you have, this is official Stack Overflow is the better. Okay, guys, this guy is saying something. Wait, let me go and check. Okay. See, this is the script he is giving. Okay, guys. Let me check. Okay. Copy it. I'm explaining now the script. I think you can clearly understand as a DevOps engineer. Try to understand the script. Python, yes. So this is what. Let me compare with my existing script. May you can understand very clearly. Copy. This is creation of EC2. This is creation of Lambda function. Okay. Now come to here. To create Lambda function, what are the steps we have given? Manual steps. Lambda name. Next. Runtime you have selected, right? Okay, let me go one more time. I will show you the Lambda function. May you will get a clarity. So first we need to understand manual process. Then only you can do any scripting, Terraform, whatever it is, right? So guys, I'm going to create a Lambda function. What is the first step? You can give function name or whatever it is. Next, runtime. If it is a Python, Python. So permission role. We have to give our Lambda role, right? To access. If it is Lambda board 3, it is able to access. Now create a function. 3 steps done, right? Now, next step is what? Next step is what? We need to write a code or upload from S3 location. Means what? Whatever code you writes, that code you can update into your S3 bucket. Just click it, give the URL, save it, means the code will reflect into this terminal. Right? Right or not? So this code in the real time, where should we place this code? Either GitHub or S3, right? Terraform script, finally, where did we place? Terraform, right? Sorry, GitHub, right? Not in local, right? That we are done. In the real time, we have already done one project by using Jenkins create RDS, right? The scripts we are placed in where? GitHub. The real time, you have to place the GitHub, not in your local laptop, right? Now, your code is ready. We have to place GitHub or some in storage, right or not? Lambda directly provision upload from S3. Then we can create one S3 bucket. We can place all artifacts. When I say artifacts, like this, any scripts are there. Create RDS, create Lambda function, access S3. These scripts we have to place one S3 bucket. That bucket called artifacts, means code related stuff. We are not going to use any main files related project. Just this artifact bucket is nothing but there is all codes related scripts. Clear? Yeah. So instead of writing here, see, now I can write, guys, but the project is in live. Do you going to write? We should not write, right? Script is ready. The same thing, if you can compare with the Jenkins pipeline, the Terraform script we have right. But finally, what I say, you have to make it ready your script first and place into GitHub and create a pipeline script from SCM, right? Means what? Your script is already ready. You should not write script at the time, right? Your project already done. Client, give some time, I will write my script. This is not correct. You have to write your script in ready state. My script is ready now. Creation of Lambda function. You have to place GitHub or S3. If it is S3, your Jenkins source is not GitHub now, S3. How to give Jenkins source as S3? You have to understand first. Then place your script into S3. Your Jenkins will job run to take the script from S3 to here. Understand? Okay. So now I need to use the option .zip file, means I need to upload from my local laptop. But this is not correct in the real time. We have to place somewhere. All our cloud environments, not in local laptop. So definitely we should place an S3. I can call from here. So as a DevOps engineer, you need to think immediately. Developers are saying this script is, I'm just doing some script. Okay. Your first question is where you are going to provide this script. Where should I provide? GitHub or S3? What is your primary agenda? If it is S3, you are make it ready one bucket S3 by using Terraform script. That is your first agenda. And you have to update the script into S3 bucket, call the script into Lambda function. This is 3 jobs you have to take care. So your goal is not for how to write a script. Your goal is to how to orchestrate the script. Since better to have a knowledge on Python also. That's what I'm explaining here. If they're saying Python, this is Python script, okay. So while creating a Lambda function, also create by using Terraform, for example. At that time, you have to give runtime Python, right? You need to understand, okay, Lambda will support different runtimes. So developers are giving Python code. So I need to select Python runtime. This is your job, right? Developers simply give this is Python code. You should not write Python code in the Java, right? Lambda environment. So in your thought, immediately create a Lambda function by using Boto 3 or Terraform. At that time, you have to choose the runtime as a Python. The reason is script is Python. Clear or not? Yeah. So now come to this script. Understand this line by line. The first sentence, import board3 to create EC2 instance. Is there an import board3? So definitely we have to add import board3, step number 1. So don't blindly follow any script from the Google. This guy may be given this local laptop script, not in cloud. It's not running in the cloud. It's running in the local laptop. How do I say? By seeing this script, how can we say this guy is running the script in local? Can anyone please? You can easily understand. Okay, leave it for board3. After board3, from seeing this script, can I say this guy is running the script in local? Observe carefully. We can easily say it. You can easily say it. By seeing this script, this guy running the script in local, we have shared the script in that Google. But we should not run this script. It will run, it will not. Damn sure it will not work. How can you say this guy is running the script in local? One is import board3. Yes. Observe clearly. Very good. Yes. He is given keys. Do I need to give keys here? So can I remove this session? Clear now? So region name, what I need to pass? First step clear. This is what client equal to boto3 dot client dot ec2. Here in the place of ec2, lambda will come. So here we are already mentioning region also, right? Region name. Clear? Okay. Now, first step is import boto3. This is clear. Second step, you can give, no need to give lambda client. You can give client also, but same name you should call here. That's what we actually discussed, right? If I give client equal to means next response equal to client dot run instance. If it is a lambda client, lambda client. If it is your name also, no problem. This is variable name. You can give same name here also. Clear? See, here response equal to what? Run instance. Here response equal to what? Create function. Lambda means what? Create function. Instance means run instance. This name should be same. Don't give only function. It will not create. Even regionals, it will not create. These names are already registered in boto3. You have to give the same name. See guys, you can easily understand two steps, right? This is approach to communicate your AWS. Done. Now coming to the code. Coming to the code. So what is this? Understanding it now. We are creating lambda function, right? Y S3 bucket, Y S3 key here. Code means what here? Understand it? Very good. Script is getting from S3. I mean, my code in my lambda function code, I can write my own way. I can update .zip file. I can update from S3. Three options we have in that, right? In the lambda function. So that's what this guy is saying. Code get from S3. Okay. So we have to give S3 bucket. Here, what I need to provide? What I need to provide here? Very good. Bucket name. Right or not? Script is there, no some bucket name. What is this key? Inside bucket key means what? Key means what inside bucket? File, right? If you update something inside bucket, anyway, I'm going to update in that is called file name. So in the EC2 instance, we have created file name what? ec2.py, right? Same thing. But you need to understand one thing. Whenever you are updating any script, that is in the zip format. This is basic important thing. Okay. Now it should not take .py. It should be in the .gif format. Even Lambda function also. Oh, okay. Here uploading script from S3 file. If you can give .gypsy extension .zip or upload from the local extension is .zip file. You should give like this way. Otherwise, it will not take. We'll get an error. Clear? Okay. These two steps clear? This is related to where my script is there. Now come to here. Description. Tell me. This is not required. Just for description only. Not required. Tell me, what is this step? These are all what? Arguments, right? These are all what? Arguments, right? While creating instance means, oh, okay, we need an image ID. We need an instance type. We need a key name, right? Like that to create Lambda function, what are the things required here? First, Lambda function name. Next, runtime. Next, role. These three is important to create a Lambda function. So you should know first how to create manually. Now, if you know these three steps, come here. What is the function name here? What is the function name here? Function name. You are creating a function, right? What is the first step? Function name. We have to give function name, Lambda name, right or not? That's what they are saying. First step is what? Function name. You have to give which name you are required to your Lambda function. You can give any name. Test or something. Clear? Next is what? Handler. What is a handler? Come to local. Check here. Runtime handler, right? What is? Python. Sorry. Handler is index.handler. Just keep as is. We can change it. Otherwise, actual handler is what, guys? If we can go. Lambda EC2. What is handler here? See, Lambda handler. We have to give this one. Lambda handler, what here? Lambda hyphen function dot py. So lambda hyphen function dot py. Where it is? This is lambda hyphen function dot py. Otherwise, we need to change the handler, custom handler. We can discuss after that this one. Publish equal to true. If required, we can keep as is. Otherwise, false. This lambda function is going to publish equal to true, like public IP. Next, what is that? Role, right? While creating manually asking role, right? I have given my role, right? So what I need to give there? Your role ARN, right? Right? Go to your script. This is my role ARN. Sorry, you have to remove till here only. Clear now? Next, runtime is what? Runtime is what? My script is what? Python. So come to manual process again. If you are not understanding, first you need to understand the manual process. Once again, I'm saying, without seeing normal process, you should not understand Python script. Create function. First is function name. Next is runtime. Next is role. So definitely the three should be passed into your Python code, right? Now not Node.js, Python 3.12. So come here. This guy is using Node.js, but we are using Python 3.12 na? 3.12. You can give that. Clear? Python 3.12. Space required. So as it is, you have to give. So from seeing this script, import boto3, client equal to means lambda function, resource means create a lambda function. So resource delete means what? Delete this lambda function. Create means create. Resource means action. Response means action. create, delete, start, stop, move, copy. So many actions we have, right? That's response. Before we need to run a response, we need to give a client. First, we need to connect a Lambda, right? Connect to Lambda. My response is create function. Means, for example, think it manual process. Leave it for script. We are here, right? Now, can you create a Lambda function? What is your first step? In search, Lambda. First step. This is means client. Client means what here? Boto 3. Can you connect your my Lambda function? Now we are entering to the Lambda function. Now what action I need to perform? Create a, then create. So create means response equal to client dot create function. This is fix. You can take from the document also. Now, okay, create function. What I need to pass attributes. C means create function step 2. Function name 3. Runtime 4. Role 5. So here additional step is what? Handler. Handler means what? Run the script in between in the handler only, right? So whatever Python script you are running, that should be in the Python handler. Then Python can, sorry, Lambda handler. Then Lambda can handle your script. If you put this script not in handler, Lambda will not run. Lambda can understand whatever body is in under the Lambda handler only. It will run. Clear? Okay. So let me run this script. Will it work directly? Is there any source? This is creation of Lambda function. Yes, I can understand. But inside Lambda function, one code will run, right? What is that action? Creation of EC2, right? So what I need to do first, I need to update my EC2 code into S3 bucket, then run this Lambda function, right or not? So what is my code? This is my code. Clear or not? Okay, let me, this code is right. US East 1, everything is right. I need to change the test in place of Docker. The key name is, my code is ready right now. So this is my code. Let me change. So you have written some code now. Docker. So region name. Make sure you have to move this code S3 bucket after checking only. Otherwise Lambda will fail, right? US East 1. Okay. See, no need to pass access key secret key here. Why? I have already configured AWS configure. And inside the script also will run in Lambda. Why? My Lambda already configured role as there. So now don't confuse here. Two things may you confuse. We are doing creating a Lambda function. We are fetching the script. Two things we are doing here. Right or not? We are creating Lambda function. Also calling script from S3 bucket. Clear? These two things. Don't confuse. Huh? To calling syntax is what? To calling syntax is this one. Code calling from S3. And call the script, create these things. Lambda handler should be Python, whatever. If it is a JavaScript, you should give runtime Java. Remaining all are same. Understand? Okay, now this is my script, right? Okay, this is my script, right? I'm in Python 3 project, right? So my script name is what? EC2 test.py now. Okay, test.py. The Python 3 project, users, go inside my user path. Where is my PyCharm project? So inside third project I'm in, right? This is test.py. How to make it zip this one? Compress to. That's it. Okay. Now I need to update this one, upload this one into S3 bucket. Go to S3 bucket. So bucket, just I'm going to create one bucket. Region is selected. My bucket name, lambda call S3. Okay, just I can say ACL disable public also, no problem. Otherwise, you can use existing bucket. Why we need to create? So number of zip files are there in that. So I'm going to upload, add file. So go to my C users. Otherwise, you can copy in desktop at the time. And instead of going inside multiple things. Where is my PyCharm? 3. This one, right? Zip file. Open, upload. Clear, guys? Close. So test.zip. Now come to your code. See, I did mistake, right? What I need to do here? Sorry. Function.zip, right? If you can see, this is my EC2 code. This code, I have zipped it. Clear? Now, what I need to do? In this S3 bucket, what I need to do here? I need to run this script now. If I run this script directly in my copy, new file, lambda.py, for example, paste it. Okay. Yeah. If I run this script, okay. Got it. Okay. So for example, guys, okay, otherwise I will run same code in my lambda function. Okay. Lambda client, no problem. So all good, right? So if I run this job in my local, I mean this script, if I run this local, what will happen? If I run this code in my local, what will happen? What is the agenda first? Create one lambda function and also update script from S3 to lambda function, right? So my agenda is create one lambda function. So we are doing two things in one script. Here, create, what happened? Okay, create a lambda function and also upload script in S3 bucket from the S3 bucket. I mean, create function, for example, I have created a function that is job one. And job two is what? Upload script. I mean, code also uploaded. Function and code. If I run, create function and code also. I mean, where is the code? Updated in S3 bucket. So here my S3 bucket name I have to give, right? And here my function name has to give, right? What is my function name here? Test.zip. Bucket name? What is my bucket name? Let me go and check. This is the bucket name, right? So copy it. Clear, guys? I mean, hey Lambda function, you can create and take your script from S3 bucket. This is the intention. If I run this Lambda function, if I run this code, Lambda has to create and also code also update. Clear? Okay. Okay, let me run now. We'll see. Will it create or not? Input board is there. Okay, let me create. The function name is what? Test Python. Okay. If we will get any errors, we can rectify each and everything. Yeah. Okay. When calling the create function. Okay. Okay, got it. Hmm. Go to my Lambda function. Issue is role. Now issue is role. Okay. Let me go. Sorry, Lambda. This is the role, right? We have given. I haven't copy paste. If you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is there. Someone account. So the request is go to their account. Cross account is not applicable. The error is coming like this. Clear or not? This is actual not our role. This is code role. Whatever code is there in that role, now we are taking from Google, right? This is the role I'm using. This is not my account, right? That's what cross account error I'm getting. This is not your account, cross account error I'm getting. Okay, let me run again. We are giving Python 3.1 on here. Okay, space is not required, na? Okay. See, errors, we are getting so many errors. We have to rectify it. Check each and everything. Now done, right? Don't follow blindly. No, there is error. They are saying the hint also they are giving, right? So there is some space like that. We have to use like that way. So now my Lambda function is created, right? And also script also updated. I need to check my Lambda function name is what? Test Python. Go there. Refresh it. See, test Python created. And also script got updated. This script call from where? S3 bucket. We should not maintain the script in local, right? How your Lambda will call your local laptop? Clear the process, everyone. If I run this, will it work or not? This is my question to everyone. Let me delete instance first. Anyway, I'm going to delete this too. I can delete this one also, not required. You are done, right? Easy to approach. Terminating all. Okay. So now you need to understand, guys, what is the function of Lambda handler? You can understand now. There is a one line, right? Lambda handler here. This one. Okay. Now I'm going to explain this one. If I run this script now, we will get one error. We need to understand that error. So usually many times you are getting this error. Don't confuse with it. So now just created Lambda function, upload script only. We haven't run Lambda function by using Python. Clear, right? Don't confuse, guys. I'm not running any script by using Python code. I mean, I'm not running this Lambda function by using Python code. I'm just created function only. If you want to run, you need to test it. But in real time, create Lambda function, update script, also test it. Right or not? So think it, guys. What we can do it. In the Jenkins, I can create the pipeline by using schedule, right? Right or not? If, for example, this is one-time job only, Anako. For example, this is one-time job. You can run the script directly. So you have to give the command, sh command, run the Python script also along with that. If you can see reference Lambda configure with Jenkins, you can come to know everything. Okay. In your Jenkins, has to run your script, Lambda will create, get the Python code, and also Lambda will run. Three things has to take care now, not two, three things. But till now we have discussed two things. The third thing, running. I'm running the script by click here, right? I'm running by click here. Means what? There is error, already Lambda is there. I'm running from local, but real time, that also take care by your Jenkins pipeline. Understand as a DevOps engineer. Okay. Now, if I run this, now leave it, all the script and everything, leave it. We are in the Lambda. How to rectify the error? We can see that. So if you can see here, create Lambda function, you can give any name, save, test it. No module named index. No module named index. My name is what here? Index.handler. But actually the name should be like this way. If you have any confusion, take the reference. The name should be lambda hyphen function. So if you can go to your lambda handlers, so this is the thing. Lambda function dot lambda handler. Okay. Lambda function dot now lambda handler. But my lambda handler, what I have given? Index.handler. Either you can change here, either you can change there. So how to change? My code is here what? Lambda function.py. How the handler will come here? Lambda function.lambda handler. For example, test dot lambda handler. Like that it will come. Clear? Okay. So let me change to this edit. What I need to give, anyone guess? Here. What is my handler name here? Will it work? Okay. So we can check always to get a clarity. It will take 2 minutes time. Don't worry. Okay. I will check like this way. Okay. Manual I'm changing here. This is Lambda concept, not Python concept. Don't confuse, huh? Okay. If you can come to my code, this is my code. I have changed Lambda handler what? Index.handler. This is index.handler. Go to edit. Your handler is index.handler. Okay. But you change where? Okay. I changed in the previous. Okay. Sorry. Sorry, guys. Let me go here. Take reference. I change here. Here what? Lambda dot. What is the name here? Lambda hyphen function dot dot lambda handler. Okay, this is working fine. Now my script will try to call, sorry, not test Python, right? Yeah. Dot, how to give? Dot lambda handler. Is it right? Copy paste it here. If you have any doubt. Okay, this is my function. Copy. For your reference, I'm just pasting somewhere. Okay, now I should write. Okay, this one also will not work. I forget 10. Okay, okay. Now come to your test Python. So your handler is what? So what I need to give here? Come to here. Dot lambda handler, right? I will try like this way. Paste it. Save it. No module named index. Okay. No module name index now. My function name is what? Test Python. We can try like this way. No, not like that. Test Python. Huh? Tester.py. We'll try now. Okay. Handler, lambda handler missing a module test. Okay. Import. Got it. I think I forget how to call this. Mm. Naveen, you there? Lambda function dot lambda handler. This is handler is correct. Okay. Inside lambda handler, it will work. My code is index dot. Let me check other functions. So how we can call this one? Last time we have rectified this issue, right? Lambda function dot lambda handler. Yes, this is correct. Handler in between. Where is the code in this? Lambda test lambda handler. I think this one is correct. So reference we can take from the existing lambda functions. We'll see. I think before test or after test, little confused that. Mm, lambda test. No, not like this. Wait. Our code is what? Just 1 minute. Huh? Index dot handler. index dot handler and control V. Mm, lambda dot lambda. No, 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 no. Okay, guys. Okay, you can just do practice. I will test and then ping you in the group. Okay, the syntax how we can do it. I think test dot lambda something. I forget. Already we have done last time. Index dot same function we are trying. Test Python only. Okay. Yeah, text Python. Let me check that one also. Something name, function name, or that one. Anyway, we'll see. Mm, mm, mm. I think so. We'll get same error. Lambda test Python. No module name. This is rectified. Anyway, guys, I will ping in the chat this before how it will come so that you can practice it. Okay. Let me share this script to you. Modify that accordingly to you. This is for Lambda script creation of EC2 also, both. So the script should call from S3 bucket. You just complete the task one, DevOps 9 a.m., right? Okay. This is for Lambda creation script. The script should call from S3 bucket and automatically Lambda will create script call from S3 bucket. And you should configure from the Jenkins, also run from the Jenkins. This is your task. This is EC2 creation step. Okay, guys, we'll see. We'll ping you in the chat. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.